Hey guys, it's Roope here and Happy New Year 2026. In today's video we are talking about one of my favorite topics ever, the Valley Arts guitars. If you have ever listened to classic LA session recordings from 70s throughout the 90s, the chances are you have heard these guitars quite a lot, whether you knew it or not. Today we are diving a little bit into Valley Arts history and their story. Also we are hearing these guitars and talk about the specs and some other cool things. If you are into electric guitars, which I think most of you are because you're watching this video, the chances are quite big that you have some point played a guitar which is inspired by Valley Arts guitars, even you didn't realize it. The long story short, Valley Arts was founded in the mid-70s and they started as a guitar shop. That was the go-to place for all the pro players in LA at the time. After doing the repairs and modifying the guitars, they ended up to become one of the first boutique guitar manufacturer out there before custom guitars or boutique guitars were a thing. I mean, many guitars and all the brands were produced for mass markets and there weren't any custom shops. You couldn't order a guitar what you like, which specs you want on it. So Valley Arts was one of the first companies out there who offered this service, what we know today as a custom shop. And at the same time they quietly reshaped the modern electric guitar. And many of the features what they came up with the great players at the time is still valid. As I earlier said, the Valley Arts started as a repair shop and they catered many great players out there. And all the experience and knowledge they got from those repairs and modifying guitars became their mindset and philosophy for and foundation for Valley Arts guitars itself. And their philosophy was build guitars that solve problems for professional players. And they wanted to focus on the reliability, the tone, the precision, and they just wanted to build the best guitars out there. So the brand wasn't the mass market brand. They manufactured basically all the guitars based on the custom orders, and there weren't many Valley Arts guitars out there. The Valley Arts guitars became one of the most used guitars in LA studio scene. Many great players worked closely with this company. The Steve Lukather, Lee Ritenour, Larry Carlton. Brand got a lot of attention throughout those guys, and basically those guys put this guitar brand in a map, and I guess that's the reason why I also got into these guitars as well. But yeah, let's look a little bit the specs and what they did different than other brands at that time. This is their one of the most sought after model, the Custom Pro, and this guitar is built 1990 in April, and I'll put the pics in the video so you can see the pictures from the neck pocket and what is there. This was the model that those studio and session guys used the most, and it's based on the Strat, as you can see, but the radius is much flatter than Strat used to have that time. I guess 10, 12, really close to Gibson radius. And of course the fretwork was flawless, so you get much lower action and easier playability, which was huge, a step up in the playability at the time. And also the Valley Arts was one of the first guitar company who put the Floyd on their guitars. Of course they offered the Custom Pro without the Floyd with the normal trem, but mainly all the Valley Arts I have seen was equipped with the Floyd. And one of the cool thing also was the EMGs. These are the newer ones, SLV and 85, but back in the days, in 80s, the Valiarts was actually the one of the first who put the EMGs in their guitars. And many session players back in the 80s used the EMG pickups cause an active pickups because these doesn't buzz or hum. So they're really silent pickups. And also these does quite the same thing as a James Tyler mid boost. So if you think about the classic 80s clean guitar tones, the EMGs are the must-have thing if you don't have a Tyler Demeter mid boost. And also Valiarts offer different neck shapes and more slimmer that make the guitar more faster or easier to play, if you will. But I love fat necks. I love a little bit thinner necks. Nowadays we have a lot of custom shops and you can order guitar whatever you like with all the crazy custom options. But back in the day, because there weren't any custom shops, this was a great because you could choose your neck shape, your pickup configuration, your bridge color, the tone woods, everything. So it was a great deal back then. And I think today many boutique guitar brands and custom builders owes something to Valiarts because they were one of the first out there who offered this. And many of the mods and the parts they decide to use are today's standard, what you can expect from modern electric guitar. The production quantities of these guitars were quite low, and I guess they built around 800 to 1000 custom pro guitars in those years before Samick bought it and then Gibson bought the brand. And the popularity of these guitars started to grow, and due to high demand they also started a Japan line guitars, which is called the M series, and they built the M series in Japan 86 to 1995 over the Samick era. These both are the Japan made M series Valiarts, and build quality is also top notch in these guitars, and this shares the same playability, almost the same features as the Custom Pro. I have changed the pickups and the pickguard here. I just love one volume like Steve Lukather had back in the days. And this guitar has an EMG 89, which is you can do the coil split and get the single coil tones from the bridge, and the second position is more like a Stratty sound more than if we have 85 here. And this one has a SA pickups in the neck and middle position. Original Floyd. I guess it's almost the same guitar. The US made has something special, but if I would do a blind test, I'm not sure if I knew do I play a US or Japan guitar, because these are awesome. This is the exact same guitar as this, but this one has still the original pickguard, and the M series came with the Valiarts branded pickups. So this has just arrived, so I'm gonna change the pickguard and pickups here. I'm gonna do another video and see how it sounds with the new pickups and all the stuff, you know. This one also has a Floyd hum single pickup configuration, and it's a Great guitar. I really love this. All these Valley Arts guitars has something special. If you're looking at the Valley Arts guitars, I know the US made guitars are hard to find or they are priced really high. But if you got chance to get one of these M series Valley Arts, it's a great guitar. I highly recommend to buy one of these because these are really close to US guitars, so you get an absolute quality guitar. This is something what I noticed also. The M series are a little bit recessed over here, and the US guitar what I have here is there is no cutaways or recessed this neck joint here, and it's really smart the cutaway here because you get the better access to higher frets and it doesn't feel too thick here. So let me know down in the comments if you own any Valley Arts or if you have played the Valley Arts guitars and what kind of super strats you guys have. Thank you for watching and I'll see you on the next video. Ciao.